won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry, Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be, a much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Cousins on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
10 yards on the
well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Cousins now from the 50. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. The early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Carolina.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7. Vikings nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Vikings nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, it's Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run forward with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin first and 10. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Cook. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall behind. Haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Bridgewater to throw it this time. It's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Bridgewater on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Third down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. The shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Carolina.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Now a run for McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
On the carry.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the Panther 1st down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Open man is Jacob Hollister. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. And again, it's Bridgewater. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dietrich Wise Jr., he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
For the Vikings.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 37-yard
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Carolina.
First down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
With the carry for
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete.
Jacob Hollister. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Panthers 21, Vikings 14. Joey Slye to kick off for
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Left side by Snead. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's here, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Bridgewater to throw it. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
complete.
Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on the attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's caught at the 10. And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Vikings 21.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, some strong running. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
First down.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pass into the arms of Snead, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What,
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one